What's up, guys? We are live. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Eagles' offseason today and moves that I think the Eagles should make. I know I've gotten a lot of comments about this on TikTok. Uh, who will we get? Who should we get? Who should we draft? All that kind of stuff. So, we're going to talk about that today. Let's get right into it. And I'll try to have some of you guys on and see what your thoughts are as well. So, the biggest question of this offseason is Jalen Hurts. Is he the quarterback next year? Are they going to trade for Russell Wilson? What are they going to do? Personally, I think they should keep Jalen Hurts for one more year. Unless you can get Deshaun Watson if he's cleared. There's no doubt Deshaun Watson is a top quarterback in the league. That's something they need. They need that top quarterback. But if he still has that concern that's looming over his head, they can't do that. They can't go for that. It sucks. It does. But I am not ready to do that if he's not cleared. Now, I do like the idea of Aaron Rodgers a lot. Yeah, my buddy just texted, Gannon getting 3 interviews for head coach is wild. I agree 100%. Yeah, because Jonathan Gannon, that's another question. Are we going to have to search for a defensive coordinator this offseason? We might. If Gannon gets picked up somewhere, we're going to have to search for a defensive coordinator. And that's going to be a question. What kind of defensive coordinator do you want? Do you want a more aggressive guy, or do you want another pussy like Jonathan Gannon? Let me plug this to TikTok real quick. Guys, we are here live on Twitch. Come to the stream. I got the link so you guys can join the stream. I'll see you guys soon. Peace and out. I'm probably not going to save this anyway. I may clip some of it. I usually don't come on here and talk like this, so I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to be real with you guys. This is not going to be a joke around type of thing. This is legit what I think the Eagles should do this offseason. Let me post this TikTok real quick. But yeah, I think that's the question is what are you going to do at quarterback? I don't like any of the guys in the draft. If a guy like Ritter's there in the second round, I may consider taking him. I would use a second round pick on a guy. I would not use a first on any of the quarterbacks in this draft. What's up, Awesomeness Sports? How you doing? He's here from YouTube. How's it going? But we got the link out there. If you guys want to join, feel free to. We're talking about what I think the Eagles should do this offseason, the moves that they could make, who should be the quarterback. Yeah, I've already said I believe it should be Jalen Hurts. And I don't think it's really close, really. I think Jalen Hurts should be the quarterback. Unless you can get Watson or Rodgers. I don't like Wilson. I think Wilson is regressing. Rodgers, even though he's 37 years old, he isn't regressing. He still looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL by far. So I would trade for Rodgers if he's available. I don't know if I'd give up 3 first-round picks, but I would certainly do a package like 2 firsts, a third, and a second or something like that, and spread it across multiple years. What's up, Eagles prods? But first of all, Rodgers has to want to come here, which Philadelphia's had a lot of problems trying to get those big-time athletes coming here over the last few years. So I'm not sure if Rodgers would want to come here anyway. Now, the other question is, are they flat out ready to win right away? And I think they are. I don't know if they're Super Bowl team yet, but you can also sign some guys too. Like, yeah, they're not going to have their first round picks this year, which is fine. A lot of those guys are going to make an immediate impact anyway. The way we've drafted guys the last few years, I mean, besides Devontae Smith, it's taken the guys a couple years to actually do anything. I mean, even you got guys like Dallas Goedert. Sure, he was good, but he didn't really make an immediate impact. Miles Sanders made a decent impact his first year, but not great. And that's where you go into, are they going to be better in this draft? Are they better off taking these picks, or are they better off packaging them and getting some good players? Because you could go and trade those 3 first round picks and get 3 different impact players from 3 different teams. You can go and get Calvin Ridley. I mean, we've seen so many trades with first round picks. Like Amari Cooper was traded for a first round pick. You can get a guy like him. There are so many moves you could make with those first round picks. You could package them and move them to next year. I'm not 100% sure that any of the guys that we want are going to be there with that pick. I really am not sure, because I like Ajabo a lot from Michigan. Seeing some mocks saying he's going top 10. I like Sauce Gardner. I'm seeing some mocks he's going before 15. I like Devin Lloyd. He'll probably be there. I like Nakobe Dean. He'll probably be there. But what are you going to do with the 2 other picks? Because you're not going to pick 2 linebackers. They're probably not even going to pick 1 linebacker, because they just don't take linebackers. And that's the real question. Is this is a very interesting offseason. And they've already said they're in building mode. So I'm not sure what he means by building mode, though. Is building mean you're going for it this offseason? Does that mean you're going for it? Or are you slowly building? You're slowly building. You're taking 1 or 2 of those first round picks and deferring the rest of them to next year. That's exactly what you're doing. You would defer those picks. And honestly, if you can trade back and get solid value, I'm doing it. Telling everybody on my Discord that I'm live. Copy that message and send that over to KJ's live, or KJ's Discord, because I'm a dick. Anybody wants to come in? What do you guys think? There's only 2 of you in here. What do you guys think the Eagles should do? And I think the Eagles' biggest needs are corner, linebacker, edge rusher, and safety. I don't mind. I don't mind the not drafting a wide receiver. I don't think they should draft a receiver, honestly. I'm not in love with any of the receivers in this draft. I really do like Jahan Dotson out of Penn State. That's because I'm biased towards Penn State. But I look at Jahan Dotson, and he's not really a complement to Devontae Smith and Quez Watkins. He's a smaller Quez Watkins. He's got a little more elusiveness than Quez Watkins. But you don't need another small, shifty type receiver. If you're going to go get a receiver, I'd like to see them get a Treylon Burks, a bigger receiver like a Allen Robinson or DJ Shark, or one of these bigger guys that are out there. And I think that's the best thing that they could do, is make a move like that to get a bigger receiver and get a real reliable target for Jalen Hurts. We know he struggles with accuracy. But if you get a big body receiver who's got a huge catch radius, it's going to help out Jalen Hurts more than anything. And accuracy is going to be a problem with Jalen Hurts throughout his whole career. Sure, he may be able to fix it a little bit, but it's those accuracy problems don't really go away. Sure, Josh Allen has severely improved from his accuracy problems from when he first started, but they're still there. You still see him miss those high passes every now and then. Um, and every quarterback isn't deadly accurate besides Aaron Rodgers and besides Tom Brady. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Stream. Can I go stream manager on Twitch? There we go. So I'll let you guys come in here. What do you guys think? Let me post this somewhere. Damn, I still feel like I got COVID. It's bad. So yeah, Jason Kelsey's an interesting one too. I don't think they should draft Tyler Linderbaum. But if Jason Kelsey decides to retire this offseason, maybe you do draft Linderbaum. Because I think you can move either Sam Malu or Dickerson to center and be fine. But it would be great to still get an easy replacement, you know? What's up, Andrew? How's it going? Welcome into the stream. Yeah, like that's. But I'm not focused on offensive line. I think their offensive line was great this year, and that's like the least of their worries. Offensive line is shored up for sure. Even like, there's only a couple positions I wouldn't go with the first round. I wouldn't go with offensive line in the first round, unless retirement, because that could be a big thing. Kelsey retiring could be a big thing. I'm not going running back. Running backs suck. I'm not going quarterback. I'm not going wide receiver. But defense, free reign. I'd take a defensive tackle. I'd take a defensive end. I'd take a linebacker. I'd take a safety. I'd take a corner. Nothing is sure there in at defense for the Eagles at all. At all. I mean, sure, your most sure thing right now is Darius Slay, who is, let's see, how old is Darius Slay? Darius Slay's 31 years old at corner. So how much longer does he have either? That's your surest thing on defense. Maybe Josh Sweat, even though I'm still not a huge Josh Sweat guy. He had 7.5 sacks this year. That's it. He's getting paid like $14 million a year. And I thought that was a bad signing when they made it. And I still don't think it's going to be a good signing by the end of it. I think that signing is going to wind up hurting them more than helping them. Because just Josh Sweat just sure get a couple good games, but there's also a lot of games he's non-existent in. And I hope whatever that life-threatening situation, I hope that's over and it's behind him. And it sounds like he was very close to playing this week or last week, so I'm sure if they were playing this week, he would be playing, and it's not even a worry anymore. But that's scary. I mean, let's go and look at the Eagles team. Like, I'm going over to look at it now, and we're short up at let's see, where's roster? There's only like and there's not really an untouchable player on this roster. If they want to, right? I would think about trading Darius Slay. I think about trading Javon Hargrave. I think they're going to trade Fletcher Cox. So maybe Landon Dickerson, untradeable. He's really good. Devontae Smith, untradeable. Those two guys. Besides that, I'd trade Lane Johnson if the right thing came around. Jordan Mailata is probably untouchable. No, I mean, I'm saying untouchable. I don't think there's really such thing as untouchable. But you know what I mean. Like, it's going to take a lot to get him if you want to trade for him. Maddox has been very good, but I wouldn't consider him untouchable. You get a good offer for him, I'd trade him. But Slay, like, if they can get a first-round pick for Darius Slay, I might do it. What's up, Justin? In the next 3 years, Eagles are going to be contender, trust. No, I agree. I like Darius Slay, but again, he's 31 years old on a big contract. It really depends where the Eagles want to go. If they want to do this slow rebuild process, by the time they're ready to contend, Darius Slay is going to be done. Corners don't last forever. He's already 31 years old. I mean, Cox is gone. I think Cox is gone. They almost traded him at the deadline. Cox is pretty much gone. I'm not expecting him to be back at all. I don't know if Slay needs to stay. I mean, that's just where it is. Like, if they can get a big capital back for him, I would do it. Now, if they're just going to offer a second-round pick or a third-round pick, no, that's not what we need. We need a first-round pick. We need a big return for Darius Slay, like a mid first-round pick for Darius Slay, so you can go get. If you can draft Sauce Gardner and replace Darius Slay with Sauce Gardner, I would be okay with that. I would be 100% fine with that. Darius Slay's coming off a great year. This is the highest his trade value is going to be. Nobody's untouchable on this team. They're not. Besides maybe Mailata, who's a franchise left tackle. I would love Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner is probably one of the top guys on my list. Besides, I like Devin Lloyd a lot too, and Ajabo. But Sauce Gardner is definitely up there. One of the one guys that I do really like that may be there with that 19 pick, if Ajabo goes early, is Arnold Ebiketie at 19. No, maybe a little early. Maybe a little early. But I do like Ebiketie. Corner is the hardest position in football. I agree with that. And it's been a problem with the Eagles. But trade value is a big thing when they are rebuilding like they are. And that's what Howie said. If Howie's pushing draft picks back to next year, which he alluded to in his press conference, if you're pushing picks back to next year, this year's not going to matter, right? And how long is Slay going to be able to be good? That's my question. If you can guarantee me Slay's going to be close to the same player he is this year at his age 33 season in 2 years, okay, I'm fine with Slay. But a first-round pick, when they trade a third-round pick for him, that's great value to get back. Marcus Williams would be nice. I'm not a fan of Ridley. I don't think they should go out and trade for Ridley. I think he's too much like Devontae Smith. And I like Devontae Smith a lot, but they need a diversity there at receiver. They have the speed threat in Quez. They have Devontae Smith, who's a kind of an all-around guy. They need that big receiver and Allen Robinson, DJ Shark, Mike Williams, that type of guy. That's what I want to sign. I don't think they should use a draft pick on a wide receiver when you can just sign one. Marcus Williams, I like Marcus Williams. I think he's a good fit. I'm not sure if the Saints are going to let him go or not, though. That's my worry with that. Draft some defense. Yes, draft defense. Devontae Smith's a stud. He's a wide receiver 1 right now. I think I don't know if he's a true wide receiver 1 yet. He can get there eventually. You're Vining at school right now. Vine hasn't been around for a while. Slay and Gardner would be a really good duo. I'm not sure if by the time Sauce becomes the spot where he's in his prime, that Slay will still be great either. It's the problem there. Corners take a little bit to develop. Corner's probably one of the longer developing positions. It's very rare that corner comes out first year and is a stud. That's the thing with Slay. Okay, you can get a first round pick this year. I might do that. It may be more than the first round pick for an all pro level corner. I don't know what his value is. If it's what it was a couple years ago in a third round pick, I'm not trading him. DJ Chark is underrated. I think so too. Now he's got some injury problems, and he was in Jacksonville, so I'm not sure what he will translate to on a different team. But I would like him. He's got a lot of speed, and he's big, so I do like that a lot for the Eagles. Maybe an underrated signing there. What's up, Flixie? How's it going? Flixie? So let me put this link. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna put this link back out here. Copy this link. Invite. Copy the link. Put it back out here. If anybody wants to join, come right in, and I'll talk to you guys right on here. I know some of you guys are in school, but come on in and see what you see. Who do you think should be wide receiver 1? Well, it's probably Devontae Smith, unless they can get Devontae Adams. I don't think Mike Williams is wide receiver 1 either. Allen Robinson isn't a wide receiver 1 at this point in his career. The only one I see as being Devontae Adams would be a wide receiver 1. Even Amari Cooper, I'm not sure. I've heard there's rumors that he might get traded. I don't know if he's a wide receiver 1 either. The one that's interesting is there's rumors that DK Metcalf may get traded. DK's out there, right? What's he going to take? And one thing that's really interesting, right? They trade Russell Wilson. What if we gave them Jalen Hurts for DK Metcalf and a first round pick? Or DK and a second, something like that. Because I still think Jalen Hurts has a ton of value right now. A ton of value. I think he's better than every quarterback in this draft right now. And Russell Wilson and Jalen Hurts have the same play style. I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to be as good as Russell Wilson. But if you're the Seahawks trying to sell the team to the fans, okay, we just traded for this young quarterback who reminds us a lot of Russell Wilson. And I think it makes sense for both teams. Eagles get a first-round pick for Jalen Hurts, as long as they don't think he's the guy. And I'm not buying all the comments with Howie Roseman. All the trade rumors we've seen pop up and up and up. I don't know if Hurts is the guy. And maybe you go through this year and then try to go get Bryce Young. Try to go get CJ Stroud. You get another first-round pick from the Seahawks. Jalen Hurts isn't going to do well there in the first year either, especially without DK Metcalf. So that's going to wind up being a very high first round pick that you can get, and you get DK Metcalf for Jalen Hurts. So I want to know your reasoning. Why do you think Jalen Hurts is the guy? Because all I see is him missing throws down the field. I haven't seen him hit in rhythm a throw since the Deshaun Jackson throw last year in that game against Cowboys. It's the only throw I've seen him hit down the field in rhythm. And that's something to be said. A guy needs to be able to hit a guy down the field in rhythm. His first year as a quarterback thing, overrated. It's his second year. It was his second year. He had two off seasons. So I don't believe that first year as a quarterback thing. I wouldn't say it was good. I'd say it's an okay season. He can't read a defense yet. I want to be moving on. I think he's legit. I mean, he might be. But do you take that chance and get a legit number one wide receiver that you pair with Devontae Smith, and then you get a first round pick too? That is something that is interesting. Now, I don't think this isn't unrealistic thing. This isn't going to happen, right? I don't know if Russell Wilson's even going to get traded, and I don't think the Seahawks would just go out and get Jalen Hurts anyway. Do I miss Jackson? Not really. I mean, I missed when he was prime Deshaun, but this last stint here wasn't great. Eagles do drop some pass. Actually, the Eagles really didn't drop that many passes this year. Rager had a few, right? But besides that, they didn't really drop that many passes this year. And I thought the receiving core was pretty good. Actually, probably the best since 2017. And the Devontae Smith pickup was great. Dallas Goedert played like an elite tight end at the end of the year. He dropped a few balls, but it wasn't terrible. Besides that game against the Giants, which they shouldn't have been in anyway. They shouldn't have been in that situation. Jalen Hurts threw a lot of picks in that game that were terrible. The wide receiver corps was fine. We can try to work with Hurts, but I'm not sure if that accuracy is ever going to be there with Hurts. That is the problem. That's the main problem. Is that accuracy ever going to be there with Hurts? He's afraid to throw over the middle of the field, which is a massive problem. Throwing down the field, he's not good at all. I don't know. I think Watkins is a solid number 3 receiver, maybe a number 2. They got to go get a veteran, though. They got to get a veteran in here to at least teach these guys up a little bit. And at least have a voice in there that can teach these young guys up. Yeah, there's some third down drops. Really, compared to the last few years, though, it wasn't bad at all. But here's the thing. When you say we need to have trust in our quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts just isn't the right guy to have trust in. Right? He's a great guy, right? Great all-around guy. I think he's a good leader. But if you don't have the talent, you don't have the talent. I just don't think he's got the talent. More times than not, this is why he came up small in Bama. This is why he came up small in Oklahoma. The guy freezes in big games. He looked like a deer in the headlights out there against the Buccaneers. No, it's the Buccaneers, right? It's the Buccaneers. I'm not going to bash him and say he's not the quarterback because he played bad against the Buccaneers. I'm just not saying he's the quarterback for the future. I think he can be an okay quarterback. He's not a franchise type guy, though. We need more experience for our receiver. Yeah, we need one. It wasn't his first year, it's his second year. Quarterbacks supposed to take leaps in their second year. No, he did take decent leaps. But it's the reading the defense thing. Can he learn how to read a defense? And the accuracy is just terrible. It's terrible. Let's see. What was his completion percentage this year? And only 16 touchdowns passing isn't good at all. So, yeah, you look at this 21st in yards, 23rd in touchdowns, 19th in QBR. It's not good enough. 61% completion percentage. Okay, not good enough. My problem is they didn't hit on a deep shot all year. They didn't hit a deep shot all year. I don't think they had one long touchdown all year. Like, the longest may have been, I think there was like a 38-yarder to Goddard or something, like, in the Jets game. Sure, there was like a meaningless one in that game. I know this may be a hot take since the coaching led in the playoffs, but I was not impressed. Really? Oh, I was extremely impressed. You know why? Do you know what they did with this offense? Week 6, they're like, okay, Jalen Hurts isn't a passing quarterback. They figured that out. You know what they did? Ran the ball. And they ran it consistently and finished with the most yards out of any team rushing the ball this year. They took a team that was 4-11-1 last year to the playoffs. I'm impressed with this. The biggest problems I had with the coaching staff last year is they didn't make any adjustments. They constantly made adjustments this year. Do you think Flyers should trade Claude? I think it's time. Yep. I think it's time to blow up. TBH, I think Wentz and Devontae would be good this year. I don't know. I'm done with the Wentz talk. I loved Wentz, but it's over. 80, 90-yard touchdown Smith brought back. Really? I don't remember that one. Was that a yards after the catch type one, or was that like a deep shot? Because there was a couple plays, like that Quez Watkins play, that 91-yard play. Good catch and run by Quez. It was like a 30-yard pass at most. Yeah. But that wasn't like a far pass. It was a good pass. It was a great pass. But it wasn't that deep shot down the field that I'm looking for. And he's pretty much wide open, too. He made some good passes this year. My problem is he missed on a lot. The missing of the passes was bad. I don't want him to miss that many. I bought something using your Jersey Frost code. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, anybody who wants to come in here, here's the link. If you want to debate me about Jalen Hurts, you can. And listen, I'm not anti-Jalen Hurts, right? I don't want the guy to suck. I want the best for the guy. I want him to be good. I just don't think he's going to be good. I'm not sure how much improvement there is with Jalen Hurts after this year. He improved a lot this year. But I'm not sure what else he can do if he can learn how to read a defense. It's not something that's easy to pick up. I can't read defenses. I suck in Madden. No, it's Madden. But could I go out there and read a defense? No. But there's certain things you have to see as a quarterback. The amount of times I saw him miss a guy coming across the seam, missing a guy deep down the field, just not seeing it. That's the problem. Or not seeing the safety. That was a bad pick in that Buccaneers game. He didn't see the safety at all. I think we give him one more year. I absolutely. That's what I started off with in this. Is we give him one more year, unless you can get Watson, if he's clear, or Rodgers. That's the only exception for me. or somebody gives you a shit ton for Jalen Hurts. When a lockout ends, I can't really mention on any Philly stuff, man. Sorry. Can you play me in Madden? I cannot play you in Madden because I suck at Madden. Don't play anybody in Madden. Let's see. What do we at Twitch followers? Well, I've got 4 more followers on Twitch. We had 295 now. It's not bad. Appreciate everybody with the love. Yeah, his timing was definitely off. There were some games where he looked good passing the ball, didn't do too much, took care of the ball. But I don't know if a game manager is going to be enough for this team. I'm not sure if they. I think they're going to need that franchise star quarterback. That's the risk of trading Jalen away. Yeah, you could trade him away. He could be amazing for somebody else. But depending on the package you get back, it might not matter. If you get multiple first-round picks for Jalen Hurts back, you can't fault them for trading him. You can't. And I think he's worth a lot. I really do. Because Sam Darnold got a decent amount for him. What do you get? Sam Darnold got what? Sam Darnold. So we got a 6th, a 7th. No. A 6th, a 2nd, and a 4th. That's pretty close to a first-round pick. Now, I think that Jalen Hurts' ceiling is a lot higher than Sam Darnold's. And I think Jalen Hurts' trade value is a lot higher than Sam Darnold's. You may be able to get multiple first-round picks for Jalen Hurts. You got a 1st and 3rd for Carson Wentz. I think Jalen Hurts' trade value is just as high as Carson Wentz's at this point. And if they're on that slow building trajectory and they don't think that Jalen Hurts is really the guy, trade him this offseason. Trade him this offseason. That's how I feel about it. But we thought the same thing with Wentz. We thought he was going to play amazing with the Colts. I played pretty good. He had a pretty good season. But he choked in the biggest game of the year. That's the problem you have. Now, Hurts kind of did too, but Hurts made the playoffs. Choking the playoffs is a little bit different than choking before you make the playoffs, in my opinion. But we go over here and look at Carson Wentz's stats. I'm going to go bring this up and see what Carson Wentz did. He had pretty good numbers. 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Top 10 in QBR, top 10 in touchdowns, 3rd in interceptions. Top 10 quarterback this year. 18th in yards, so he was a little lower on yards. But the biggest thing for him is he stayed healthy the whole year. How many fumbles did he have, though? Fumbling was a big problem of his. 94 QB rating, as good as 2019 was. It was definitely a big bounce back. 62% completion percentage. Throwing the ball down the field more. That's what happens when you have better weapons. He actually threw the longest pass of his career this year, too. How many fumbles did he have? 8 fumbles. A lot of fumbles still. Only lost 1, though. That's positive. Just made some bonehead moves, though. Miles Sanders is one that I would definitely look to shop. I'm not sure what Miles Sanders is worth, but I don't think he's worth keeping. If you can get a 2nd-round pick for him, bye. He pisses me off. He honestly does. He runs laterally instead of forward. Get upfield. Get upfield. He runs that way instead of going this way. Sure, now some of them are designed, but He bounces the ball outside too much. I mean, see, Weelo. Yeah, I got you. I know Hurts wasn't too sharp versus the Bucks, but that game wasn't on. No, it's not all on him. I'm not going to blame it all on him. The team definitely made mistakes. I'm not going to blame the whole game on Jalen Hurts. I didn't think they were going to win the game anyway. But evaluating the quarterback position, you got to look at the whole picture. And that interception before halftime really ended the game. They score a touchdown there. 17-7. They come out of halftime, score another touchdown. That's only 17-14. You're back in the game. That interception was very bad. It's probably that one and the one in the Giants before halftime were the worst interceptions he had all year. What's up, PJ? How's it going? Welcome in. The Flyers look like shit. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about the Flyers. I went to the game last night, and I don't know if I'm going to be going back because honestly, I was very disappointed in the lack of effort that the team showed. It was disgusting. 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 Yeah, I'm not saying that like Jalen Hurts is bona fide scrub bust. No, like I just don't think he's good enough. He's good. He's going to be a 15 to 18 range quarterback. Just fine. But I don't think that's good enough to do any damage in the playoffs or be the franchise quarterback that leads you there. Go Waves. Who are the Waves? I don't know what they are. I'm a little dumb. So you're gonna have to get Waves. Oh yeah, no. I thought he said go Waves. I'm stupid. I can't get Waves. If you see this, that happened, bro. And you see this? Yeah, I can't get Waves. All right, guys. Thanks for everybody tuning in to the live today. We got a couple followers here on today. It was pretty nice. If you guys got anything else to say, let me know. Thanks for tuning in. It's a fun stream. I'll see you guys next time. God, peace out. Got another follower. There we go. But yeah, the Eagles got some improvements to make this offseason. We'll see what they do. We can see what they do for sure. See you, Andrew. Thanks for tuning in. You were here almost the whole time. I appreciate that. You're a goat. 13. Let's see what banners we got. Oh, yeah, there we go. I don't know why that wasn't running.